Last year, they were rising stars. This year, they are the standard. The record books from 1994, 2000, and 2009 stood for decades, until now. At Greenwood, they don't just run against the clock. They run to leave no room for questions. They leave no room for excuses. A new era of leadership has arrived. After a program-defining season, head boys coach Brian Burchett has been elevated to track coordinator, given the reins over the entirety of Greenwood track, both boys and girls. Coach Larry Galindo now leads the boys, and Coach Blake Thompson, the girls.
So now my role's changed a little bit, and so the big thing is to get everybody on the same page, boys and girls, and everybody that's all the way from freshman to senior, to have the same goal, and that's to win and to get faster and to be a dominant track program from top to bottom.
You know, it's just such an honor to be leading the Rangerette track team, especially as an alum. This program holds a special place in my heart, so yeah, just excited to be here.
To be the boys' head coach is a blessing, and I'm thankful to be given this opportunity. My goal is to push the program to new heights and to see guys get to the podium at state in individual events and running events.
These three have been planning since this summer on how to renew the flame of Greenwood track, and they didn't have to wait long for the first spark. 2 weeks ago, at the opening practice meet, the men's 4x100 and 4x200 records fell. The 4x100 meter team of Mason Lee, Hayden McNutt, Caden Alford, and Andrew Rodriguez clocked a 42:11 to take down the 1994 record. Moments later, the 4x200 meter squad of Dylan Payton, Andrew Rodriguez, Casey Brooks, and Caden Alford crushed the 2009 record with a 1:27:52.
These records have stood before some of these guys were in school and some before these boys were even born. To see these records fall early in the season was not a surprise to me. It's a testament to their hard work and to their commitment to the program and commitment to each other. Breaking the records this early sets the tone for the season.
Breaking a 32-year-old record at the first start of the meet just shows what we're capable of, and is a great way to start the season.
We weren't even born when the record was set, so breaking that record felt like we were starting a new era.
For seniors Dylan Payton and Casey Brooks, the mission is personal. This is the final lap of their high school careers, but they aren't alone. Sophomore Andrew Rodriguez is back and chasing history every time he touches the track.
This year is my last year, and I'm not just interested in making it to state, but to really podium there.
You know, as seniors, we have to set the tone. You know, if we're not working, no one is. You know, we really have to be the example out there.
Chemistry we got now, it's pretty dangerous, and we trust each other with each handoff that we take, and that's why our times keep dropping down.
For the girls and the boys, one of the greatest strengths that we have this year is leadership. You know, with the boys group, we have a great group of seniors that have invested a lot of time and effort into track here at Greenwood and have had a lot of success. And the girls, they have the same thing. They have a great group of seniors, and then they have a junior that's phenomenal. And so leadership is a big deal here, and I think that the seniors have done a great job with the girls and the guys of leading the way so far in this season. You know, at a certain point, I think that all the coaches, we have to put the ownership onto the athletes and allow them to run the races and to do the things that they're capable of doing. And I think that so far, you know, they have done a great job.
It's important as seniors to inspire our younger girls and push the program further with them. As a senior, there's always a thought in the back of your head that it's our last time, last chance. We really have to find that spark now rather than later.
if the practice meet was the spark, the Dawn Black relays and friendship was the explosion. The Rangerettes officially arrived, and the Rangers proved that even their brand new records weren't safe. The boys 4x100 meter team, now with Dylan Payton, Hayden McNutt, Mason Lee, and Caden Alford, shattered the record that they set only days prior, lowering the mark even further to a blistering 41.77. In the individual 400 meter, Andrick Rodriguez reset his own school record with a dominant 49.3.
The whole community, the whole Greenwood community was blown away when we broke that 4x1 relay record. And then we did the same thing that next week, and it just blew everyone away.
One of the big things for us this year was expectations. How do we manage expectations? Coach Galindo and I definitely talked about that. Coach Thompson and I talked about it, because the expectations were high. And so far we've come in, and everything's been on fire because we have broken records right and left. And so what we have to do is continue to get better. The faster your records are, the harder they are to break. And records are important, and they're a great deal to have on the board, and everybody gets their name up there for history. But the goal is not necessarily to break records. The goal is to go to Austin and then win medals at Austin. And then the other goal for us is to compete for a state championship as a team with the girls and the guys.
The Rangerettes also dominated the day. The 4x200 meter team of Ava McIntyre, Addison Adame, Sydney Click, and Kalani Weeks set a new standard at 141.87. Then came the 4x400 meter finale. Andri Bear, Addie Adame, Jasmine Segalis, and Kalani Weeks demolished a 26-year-old record, clocking a 4:03.21, eclipsing the 2,000 mark by nearly 3 full seconds. And to top it off, Kalani Weeks broke her very own 200-meter dash with a time of 24:57. That's 3 records in one day for Kalani Weeks.
Breaking 3 records was surreal, but it just goes to show you how much work we put in on off season.
Breaking that 4x4 record was the highlight. Since 2000, people have been chasing that title for decades.
We're not just a girls program anymore, we're record breakers just like the boys, and we got our eyes set for Austin.
I've been around the Rangerettes my whole entire life, and I've never seen a group of girls this hungry for success.
When we saw the 403 on the board, we knew we had done it. We're setting our own standard, and now people will be chasing us.
6 records, 2 weeks, and 1 standard. The 2026 season is officially underway, and the message to the rest of Texas is clear. Greenwood is here, and this year, they are leaving no doubt.
Blood on my laces, dust on my name. I took every failure, carved it into my veins. They said I was nothing. I carried that sound like weight on my shoulders till it drove me in the ground. Every scar got a story it shouts. I stitched my heart and left no doubt. This is pain and glory, all in the same breath. I put my heart on the line, every sprint, every step. If they talk about my name, let them scream, let them shout. When I'm done, I'm leaving no doubt. This is pain and glory. Whoa, watch me turn it around. When I'm done, I'm leaving no doubt. Nights on the floor, staring holes through the ceiling. The records are numbers I've committed to stealing. I burned every shortcut, took the hardest way out. So when I stand in the light, I I know there's no doubt. Every bruise is a broken chain. I pay my dues because glory costs pain. This is pain and glory, all in the same breath. I put my heart on the line, every loss, every step. If they talk about my name, let them scream, let them shout. When I'm done, when I'm done, I'm leaving no doubt. This is pain and glory, always to turn it around. When I'm done, I'm leaving no doubt. You can love me, yeah, you can hate me, yeah. Write your stories, try to grade me. Oh, but the truth is, when the lights go down, you'll feel my name when I put on my crown. This is pain and glory, all in the same breath. I put my heart on the line, every loss, every step. If they talk about my name, let them scream, let them shout. When I'm done, I'm leaving no doubt. This is pain and glory, carved in stone now, loud. When I'm done, I'm leaving no doubt.
Before we close today's episode, we wanted to pause for something far more important than track and field. Last night, the Greenwood community lost one of its own. Tristan Wilson passed away. Last year, we shared Tristan's story in a documentary called Unyielding. In it, we saw a young man who faced challenges most of us can't even imagine, and met them with courage, determination, and unbreakable spirit. You'll often hear people say that someone lost their fight with cancer, but that's not something we'll ever say about Tristan. Tristan was a fighter in every sense of the word, and fighters like him don't lose. Tonight, we want to revisit a few moments from that documentary and remember the strength, the heart, and the example he gave to all of us. This is Tristan Wilson.
I like playing a lot of sports. I like playing games. Like I played football, baseball, and basketball. Well, my dad used to take me to the field to go like run, blood pushes and stuff, just to get ready for football.
He just runs through life like nothing. The way he takes what he's going through, it's amazing to me, Me being a grown man, I couldn't picture myself in that position, but he takes it like a champ.
A good story about Tristan is when we went to the state track meet, we all went out to eat at a really nice steakhouse, and he probably ordered the most expensive steak on the menu. And it was a big tomahawk steak, and so it has a big bone in it. And so he ate the steak. He was chewing on the bone, the big tomahawk bone. And so, Coach Cox, I had to tell him to put the bone down. You know, that's his personality, though. He doesn't take everything too serious. He enjoys life. He's thankful for everything around him, and you can tell that, you know, through conversations with him.
When you're talking about pain and glory, you got to include Tristan Wilson. You know, he's gone through a lot, and he really is the true epitome of strength.
You know, he lost a leg. He fought cancer 3 times. You know, he's still going. I mean, what excuse do the rest of us have?
You know, Tristan, you know, he's a lot more than an athlete. You know, he's a great person, and he represents everything that comes in a person with fighting and, you know, just overcoming obstacles in life.
Tristan teaches us what real toughness looks like, and I don't know anybody stronger than him.
It's cool that people find my story motivating, but I just want to win.
He is Greenwood. He is a warrior, and he is unyielding.
Tristan never asked to be defined by what he went through. He wanted to compete. He wanted to improve, and he wanted to win. And through it all, he showed this team and this community what real toughness looks like. Tristan was a fighter, not just in the hospital, not just in the throwing ring, but in the way he carried himself every single day. Some people will say he lost his battle with cancer, but that isn't how we see it. Because Tristan didn't lose anything. He fought with courage, he inspired everyone around him, and he left a mark on this program that will never fade. The story of Tristan Wilson isn't about defeat, it's about strength, it's about resilience, and it's about the reminder he gave all of us to keep fighting, no matter what. Rest easy, Tristan. You will always be part of Greenwood, and your spirit will always run with the Rangers.